We're gonna shine this on it just for... We're gonna go with high school. Now, you all might be tired of paramic videos, but we're gonna do another one because paramic had another buff. Paramic actually received the buff that I was hoping it would get. I was talking last time I did a paramic video. We're gonna do it on high school, by the way. We just did the level 2100 challenge as well, which will be maybe on YouTube after this one. So don't be confused. The timeline is convoluted, okay? Anyway, so we're gonna be testing the paramic. They changed the paramic. The only change they made is that you can now hear sounds. Instead of for 2 seconds, you can hear them for 3 seconds, which was exactly what I think will make the paramic... I think 3 seconds might not be long enough. We're gonna test that here. I think they should go for, like, really long, like 5 seconds. I feel like... I don't think they have to be afraid to make the paramic OP. I don't think that's a fear we should have. I mean... maybe, at one point, it will become too strong, but... I feel like making it 5 seconds to detect the sounds is really not going to be bad. But at least they buffed it somewhat. They increased it by 50%, you know? So it could be really good. Let's see what we have. We have Margaret Moore.
Got the intel. Looks
And
like
a tough
this is
one.
going to be a tough one. We've had
Breaker's in the worst spot. That kind of sucks.
They left in a hurry.
So let's go to the... We got picture of the ghost event assault. Let's see if we can make it useful. I'm hopeful. Heads up for humans. So the only thing, I don't think this mic is gonna help you if you're like a pro. If you already can find the ghost room based purely off of sound, the paramic is never gonna help you. The only case in which paramic can help you, which I think by buffing the duration, you perfectly give it this use case, where if you hear a sound, it is sometimes hard to tell where the sound was coming from. By buffing the duration, you can detect sounds. You can now point it better. You can figure out where the sounds exactly are. I think that is precisely what the paramic should be. It should be a tool you can use to detect where the sounds are. Not that there are sounds at all. Because sounds should be... you should hear them. But I still feel like the paramic could be used to detect where they are coming from. Which is why they buffed the duration now, and I'm very happy with that. So let's see if we can use it. I'm just gonna go over to the breaker now. And I'll try to shut up a little bit. Hey, Eve, have you seen the patch? It's so good. Oh! It's a very short reading. I don't know if that was over here or over there. I'm actually getting readings. It's upstairs. Are we gonna find the reading? Okay, maybe a little bit too slow. So the only weakness of the paramic is, ironically, the fact... Wait, where was this? I got readings over here. That makes no sense. Hello? I'm just gonna turn on the breaker while I'm at it. What? The paramic and my ears are not agreeing where the sounds are coming from. Inch, thank you for the $4. Thank you. Stopping by. Maybe it's over here? Hello, Margaret? I don't know, it was down... I don't think it was downstairs, maybe? Because I got a reading when I was pointing the paramic behind me. That's a door. The place doesn't have a door. I heard that. Are you over here? How did you touch the door over here, though? Or did you touch this one? Oh, okay. So it is right here. Interesting. I think, so what is really important for the paramic is that you don't move it too fast. Because there, it threw me off completely. The fact that I got a reading, I was walking up the stairs, and I turned... Let's see how long that reading stays. I mean, I think they're... I don't know why they're afraid to buff the duration of sounds even more than they already do. I feel like 5 seconds is really not too crazy. Like, 5 seconds goes by pretty fast. I find it now, like, if you move too fast... Like, either make the paramic detect it for super long, or make the update of the paramic basically instant. Because right now, I feel like the paramic has just... It's so finicky to use because you can do stuff like this, where you move your you move the paramic past the room where you had a reading, and then it'll update way after. So if I just turn this corner, like let's say I walk here, right? And I turn this corner, and then I can get a reading that is like over here, I can get that all the way, thinking that it's all the way back there. I really think that the update for the paramic should be instant. Like it should just be like every 0.2 seconds or something. That would be nice. Hey Raptor, what's up? And I think that, so I don't think that the right direction for the paramic, I know I should talk about this while I'm doing the quest because the ghost is right here, so I'll be right back. I feel like the paramic shouldn't be buffed in distance too much, because I feel like it's right now in a pretty good spot if we make these very small tweaks. If we make the paramic's readings update really fast, so you can just like use it as a tool that you can... I think if the paramic is a tool that you can use to locate sounds, it is perfectly fine. It has a use. It is less distance, but just like super quick updates. Because I feel like the paramic is never, in its current state of updates, like if you buff, let's say you buff the range completely, right? You make the range insane of the paramic, just infinite. Let's just theorize that the range is infinite. If you make the range of the paramic infinite, and you keep the same update speed, it's gonna be even worse. Because not only, like, if the sound is all the way in the back, and you get a reading, and you move your paramic slightly, you'll be thrown off completely, because if sounds are further away, moving slightly will give you, like, will mean a lot, to where you're pointing your paramic. Yeah, like if the sound is at the end of this hallway, and I move my mouse, like, slightly to this, instead of getting the reading right here, where it should be, I get the reading like, oh, it's a gym ghost. Like, that, like, 30-degree turn makes me go in a completely wrong direction. So I feel like if they just make the update, they might even just, in my opinion, they could even nerf the range, or like keep the range as it is. I don't think 30 meters is really that crazy. Keep the range the same. Oh, nice. Let's get an EMF reading on that. Okay, alright. Can I set this up straight somehow? So I can see it on the cam? Come on. There we go, perfect. Now we might be able to see that on the cam. Let's see. I'm also gonna place the book. So they made a couple other changes. Beside the paramic changes, they also made the video cams a lot more useful. You can see, you can look through them a lot more easily, which I really like. Let's check for fingies as well. Okay, we got fingerprints. Is it freezing? Is that EMF? Like 2. Alrighty. Now we have fingerprints and not freezing, so 1 out of 3. But yeah, I was talking about the paramic. I think I'm actually really excited for the way that this is going. Like the paramic, if it is a tool that one person can hold to go like, because then you can feel really cool using the paramic. Because I think right now you're just an idiot if you use the paramic. Well, not an idiot, but you're just like, you're that guy that everyone is like, I don't think he really knows how to play the game, because if he really knew how to play the game, he wouldn't be using the paramic. Whereas if you could use the paramic to detect sounds, not only would it help people that are hard of hearing, that can't really make out where sounds are coming from, so that it would have an accessibility feature. It would also help the pros, because sometimes just if you can find the ghost room immediately off of just one ghost sound, like then you're pretty solid. Like that's really good. Whereas now you often need like 1 or like 2, 3 sounds before you can really like pinpoint its location immediately. Like the first sound will bring you to the general area, and then the second sound will tell you where it is. And then, but if you can go, I need a picture of the ghost, that's annoying. But if you can really, off of just like 1 or 2 sounds that you hear distant, like in the distance, with the paramic, you can locate them immediately. Like, that might actually become a useful item in a team setting. Like, I feel like in a solo setting, having evidence items on you is just always better than having a paramic on you, because the paramic won't tell you the ghost. Like, an EMF you can still use to detect both the room and evidence. But if you have a paramic in a team, like, you can be the one to go like, hey, I heard a phone ring. Where's the phone? Like, because sometimes now, in a team setting, you have like, was it upstairs, downstairs? I think it was upstairs. And then you go like running around in circles like monkeys for a while because you didn't properly listen where the sound was coming from until the next sound happens. What if one guy is just the gamer that knows exactly where the sound is coming from because he's using the paramic? Like, that would actually be kind of cool. Let's use this. How old are you? Child? Okay. It's a spirit, wraith, or poltergeist. So it's freezing, which it's not. It's Orbeez, which it's not. So it's writing, I guess. I could move this. Maybe it's Orbeez in a different direction. I should have checked for feet here. I can actually still check for feet. Because, I mean, it's not freezing for sure, right? Can we see the feet, though? Yeah, okay. So it's definitely not a wraith. So we... Oh, hello there. Where's my photo cam? Nice. Bye-bye! Get out of here. Good stuff. I like it. Are you gonna write in my book? I can leave the book right here, maybe. Like, can I see it on the cam? Probably not. I'm gonna leave it right here. Okay, let's go. I'm still gonna shine this on it just for... I made it! Holy shit! What the fuck? That was rude! You almost fucking had me there. Whew! That was rude, my dude. Or my lady. Whew. Look at how far they opened the door. Oh, baby. They're getting pretty close. Looks so pretty. Are you gonna disappear, or do I have to turn this? You're not gonna make it over here, are you? Get out of here! There we go. Whew, that was oh, this was a child ghost, by the way. Lamau. That sure looks like a child. Alex Aviator, thank you for the prime. Finch, thank you for even more, Dono, thank you. Anila, thank you for the 100 pages as well. Yeah, so... I think we're going in an awesome direction for the paramic. Like, the reason why I'm so excited is because before, I was like, paramic, like, I was thinking really hard how we can make the paramic useful, and I think that the increase of the duration that you can detect sound is a really good direction. But now that I'm thinking about it more, if you make the updates instant, as I said, and the duration even longer, you have yourself a tool that is, like, really useful. I don't think it's OP. If you hear a sound and you can detect it immediately where it's coming from, I really don't think that's too strong. I think that is pretty balanced. Oh, is that an orb? Because you're still gonna have to listen for the sounds in the first place. What is this ghost? Poltergeist? Spirit? Is it just a shy spirit? Is it a spirit with writer's block? Could be. Let's bring in another one. And let's bring in another 2 cams. Well, 1 cam, I guess. Oh, maybe she needs to learn how to write still. Because she's obviously a kid. There were orbs in the lower part of the cam. I feel like that makes sense. So I'm gonna place another one. We're gonna place another book, and then we'll check for orbs again, alright? Yeah, I think this is an amazing showcase of why community, like, community back and forth and community, what do you call it? Oh, calm the fuck on. Listening to the community of your game is such a good thing as a game developer, because I feel like we really, like, who knows more about, at least you can generate, okay, it is a spirit after all. You can generate a lot of opinions that way by just listening to what does the community have to say. Okay, I have a flashlight. What am I doing? So it was a spirit after all. So there were no Orbeez. You're stepping real hard. I don't know why I took that photo. I already had the ghost photo, but that spooked the fuck out of me. Alright, anyway. Let's get out of here. We did all objectives. Let's ask once again, so we all know. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Yeah, very... How old are you? How old are you? Yeah, fuck off. Anyway, let's get out of here. Should we... I think I've said most I want to say about the paramic. We don't have to make a too long paramic video. Actually, a proper tool. With small tweaks. Maybe they don't have to make it instant, the paramic readings, to still have some... Because I don't want the paramic... I don't want to create paramic zombies. I don't want to go to make the thermo zombies into paramic zombies, where the paramic is going to be used like this. Oh, reading. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't want that. But... at the same time... I feel like if you just buff the paramic slightly, like, make it a 0.1 second update. That prevents all of this behavior, right? It would make it like this. I feel like this, if you have to find the sounds like this... I mean, if they make the reading speed increase, they could also nerf the distance a little bit. I don't know. I think there's a sweet spot in there that you could find. But I definitely feel like it's too much of a debate right now. You can literally point your tool at the ghost room, get a sound, and then think it's completely somewhere else because of the update speed. Like, look at that. It even changed to 5. While I was pointing it there still. I think that's the main thing. It can change from 0 to something while you're not even pointing it at the ghost room anymore. If you would have to point it at the ghost room for like a little bit to get the sound reading, that could be something. But here, it changed to 5 even though the sound was coming from there. You see? It's so long. That is the main issue that you have right now with the paramic. Where you can point it at the ghost room, and then before it updates, you point it away. And then it's going to still show you that reading, even though you're already pointing somewhere else. Which makes you think that, oh, it must have spawned from there, right? It must have spawned from over here. I think we need to prevent that somehow. And I think that can either be by buffing the reading speed, or by, I don't know, preventing that from happening. Where if it updates the paramic, it should... Because right now, the paramic picks up something, and it'll give you the reading as soon as the update happens. I feel like the update, if it should happen, or if the update happens, it should first check, am I still pointing in the location of the sound? Instead of it being, sound detected, let's wait for the next update to give the sound reading to the player. I feel like it should be, when an update happens, it should be, is the player pointing right now at a sound, instead of... I mean, you can move it past sounds then, I guess, because now you ensure that you always see the reading on the paramic, even if you're still pointing away. It could lead to a situation where if you're not... that could be confusing too. I feel like if we change that, and then you buff the update speed, that could be really solid. I just think that this is bad. I think that it is bad that you can point it at the ghost room, point it away, and then still get the reading update. I don't... That is bad. But at the same time, if you would only like, if it would check when an update happens, an update tick happens, is it pointing it at the ghost room? Then you could miss it too. Because if you don't point it exactly at the ghost room when you get the reading, you'll miss the sound, right? If I move it past this quickly, like... I don't know. I feel like if we buff the reading speed, I feel like it's fine. But if we don't do that, then changing this might be also confusing. But I feel like it would still be better than what it is now. But yeah, that's just my opinion about the paramic. I'm kind of fascinated with this item at this point, because it's a really cool... We're basically building the item as a community right now. Like, we're back and forth with DK. What works, what doesn't work. Same with the thermo. So yeah, be sure to leave your comments down below and, like, your opinion on the paramic, because I feel like DK has found some way to really... I don't know how he does it. I'm actually super impressed. Like, how he both does a lot of work on the game and somehow gets a bunch of player feedback. I don't know how he makes time for all of it. Like, especially, like, you could expect one of those two things. But how does he do both? This is pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, let's get out of here, and let's place my hand on the wall while we're at it. Beautiful. Alrighty. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this. And I hope you found it interesting to hear what I have to say about the paramic. I think it is approaching a spot where it is going to be a really cool item, and it'll actually have a use case where you're like, yeah, I think it's cool. I've already said everything I have to say, so if you're not subscribed, please do so. And if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join the lovely gamers that are here in chat right now, you can join it over at twitch.tv/insim every single day at 7 p.m. Central European Time. Or on the weekend at 4 p.m. Central European Time. But yeah, I am excited to see more patches. This patch was really solid. Not only the paramic change, but also the camera buff is really cool. And the flashlight. If you toggle your flashlight now, it'll stay on, which is just an awesome quality of life. I mean, it's so simple. These changes, why they're so cool, is because in 2 months we'll completely forget that it was ever different. Like, in 2 months, we'll completely forget that the flashlight would turn off when you toggle, because it makes no sense. But that's exactly, like, you have to detect these things and bring them to the light, and then they'll get changed, which is really cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's just talk about the patch. Let's talk about the paramic most of all. If you have something to say about the paramic, something about what I said about the paramic, keep it civil, no matter what. If you disagree completely, that's fine, but try to... if you give your arguments in a nice way, people are much more inclined to listen, and it also counts for me, because I'm also a human. Please be nice. Well, you can disagree, but just bring it in a normal way. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys, and have a good one. Sleep well. Bye-bye.